in Stockholm, Sweden, to bring you yet another tour report. Now, we are joining the latter stages of the Napalm Deth European Tour, and the band are making a welcome return to European stages after an absence of some 2.5 years. The occasion being the release of their new album. To be speaking to Shane and Mitch about the new record, but first up, let's check out Napalm Deth live on stage at the Gino Club in Stockholm, Sweden. Fear, Emptiness, Despair, that is the title of the new Napalm Deth album, and we are out on the road with Napalm Deth in Stockholm, Sweden, joining the band in the latter stages of their European tour in support of the new record. As you can see, I've got Shane and Mitch with me right now, and first of all, guys, welcome to Headbangers Ball. Nice to see you again, and as I said, we are reaching the end of the tour, and I was just really wondering, how have things been going out on the road for you?
Really good. I mean, this has been probably a lot better than the tour we did 2 years ago, I think. Loads of shows, and they've been sold out pretty much, or near to. It's been cool, it's been good.
Out on the road with Entomb, definitely. Now, today, this gig that we've joined you at is kind of an odd scenario, isn't it? Because you're actually on stage at 6:30, which is a very early stage time. How are you going to cope with that? It's a bit of a weird situation, isn't it?
Well, it's for all ages, so it's better to play, with more people, younger people. So, because we've had shows like we did a tour in Canada where the whole tour was like 18 and over, and most of the halls were like empty. So this is better, I guess. I'd rather play early than play to an empty hall.
Of course. And I was just wondering also, Shane, how many young ladies have you been coming to your gigs, or does this mainly appeal to sort of younger guys?
I don't know, there's a few probably here and there, I think it's more, in Europe, I think it's more of a sort of male crowd really that turn up to our shows, I guess. It varies really, All the nice looking ones come with their boyfriends anyway.
Now, you have been away for something like 2.5 years, and this is your first major tour in that time. And I'm just wondering, what are your perspectives of how the scene has changed in that time that you've been away from it?
There's a lot more hardcore people coming to the gigs, and we played cheaper ticket prices, so that had a lot to do with it, I think. But the crowds are more energetic, I would think, and probably more like pogoing and dancing and stuff rather than, just headbanging all the time. It's a little bit of both. It's more mixed, whereas earlier it was like more like death metal audience or something like that. But
so some of those barriers have kind of been broken down, do you think?
Yeah.
For us, our crowd's sort of broadened now, I think. Last time 2 years ago it was mainly a death metal audience, and I'm not sure that it's the album that's got to do with it, but there seems to be a lot more hardcore kids and sort of alternative kids showing up, which is good for us. This is kind of like what we want really, a mixture.
talk about the album. That's what we're here for. And both you guys worked on outside projects in the interim, Meat Hook Seed and Blood from the Soul. And I'm just wondering, doing something a little bit different with other people, did that enable you to bring new perspectives to the Napalm Deth record?
I think with Blood from the Soul, for me, it's just something I wanted to do anyway, just on my own, altogether, pretty much. But it did kind of help towards putting some sort of input into the new Napalm album. There's certain things that I realised that I could put in, that I did with Blood from the Soul almost, but still trying to keep it with Napalm. With Meat Hook, I don't know, Mitch.
That was kind of very experimental, wasn't it? And you tried lots of different things.
Yeah, I mean, we got that out of our system. I got that out of my system, whatever, and the napalm thing was, rather than put samples and make it like more industrial or whatever, we just decided to keep it more live, like something we could reproduce, no problem, and just more energetic or whatever. But we did a lot of experimenting with the other stuff, and this gave us more confidence, probably, if anything, to try different things with napalm. So we saw that there was a chance, that we could go farther and develop and bring more noise guitar elements into it and stuff like that, and more catchier, intense rhythms, and not relying on speed all the time, So that's cool.
Now, the lineup that recorded this album is probably the most stable lineup that Napalm has had for probably your whole career. Yes, that's what I was going to say. So I'm just wondering, the fact that you all knew each other a lot better and you'd spent more time together and toured together, do you think that enabled this record to be a lot more of a band effort and people didn't feel afraid to kind of chip in with ideas?
It's kind of weird because Barney was in London, really. He's moved down there, so the four of us were kind of working on the music side, really. But it was kind of a lot easier, I think.
Yeah, we know how each other works by now, It was a lot easier to get along and stuff like that. And we all had the same sort of objective in mind, so it was cool. We live together. We live and breathe the band 24 hours a day, Four of us live together in Birmingham. It's like...
So we were trying to do like a different album this time, something that was a step forward instead of just remaining the same, which is not a bad thing, I suppose, but for me I think it was time for Napalm to kind of move on a little bit.
Address. It's Napalm Deth. For the heavier variety, German rockers Halloween return with a new album.